Every day, 25,000 people slip, trip, or fall at businesses or facilities just like yours. That adds up to over $70 billion per year in claim payouts. Why is this happening? The answer is simple: unsafe floors. Wet weather, spills, dirt, and grime make floors unsafe. If you're doing nothing to keep your floors dry and safe, you're at risk. If you're using one of these, you may be making things even worse. Rubber-back floor mats don't work. They shift, they bunch up, the corners flip. There are usually big gaps from where one ends to where the next one starts. For 100 years, they were your only option. Until now. Newpig has invented Pig Grippy Floor Mat, the first adhesive-backed floor mat. No slips, no trips, all grip. Only Grippy Mat makes dirt and water virtually disappear. Only Grippy Mat is durable enough to last up to 12 weeks before changeouts. Only Grippy Mat provides continuous coverage. Use it anywhere you need safe footing. Pig Grippy floor mats are easy to use and maintain. You can sweep them, vacuum them, or even run a floor scrubber right over top. Pig Grippy floor mats can reduce slip and fall claims by up to 90%. They will save you money compared to rubber-back mats, whether you rent or own. Safer, cleaner, flat out better. Finally, you can have truly safe floors with Pig Grippy floor mats. No slips, no trips, all grip. Put Pig Grippy floor mat to the test in your facility. Order now.
Basic installation. 1. Clean and dry the floor thoroughly to ensure best grip and overall performance. 2. Press and stick the leading edge of the mat to the floor. 3. Smooth out the remaining length and press into place using feet, hands, or a push broom. Note: for custom lengths, cut Pig Grippy floor mat using a standard utility knife or scissors. For long runs, installation is easier with 2 people. Have one person hold the leading edge in place, while the second person unwinds the roll and cuts it to length. The first person can then smooth the mat to attach it to the floor. Maintenance. Frequency of changeouts. Grippy floor mat is extremely durable and is designed to last up to 12 weeks. As long as the mat looks good, shows no obvious signs of wear, and is maintaining a good bond to the floor, it can remain in place for up to the 12-week changeout period. Note: do not pick up the mat to clean the floor underneath until you are ready to replace it. Cleaning. Grippy floor mat is low profile and extremely durable, so it can be left in place during daily cleaning. Floor scrubbers, vacuums, brooms, and mops pass right over without damaging the mat or affecting its grip. Note: standard floor scrubbers can be used to clean Grippy floor mat. For best results, use low settings on the scrubber for both water and pressure. Grippy floor mat should be as dry as possible before cleaning it with a floor scrubber. Use only white or red pads or nylon brushes. Drying. Grippy floor mat is highly absorbent and fast drying. Absorbed water will evaporate. Standard fans or floor blowers can be used for accelerated drying. When using a floor scrubber, allow 4 to 5 hours for the mats to fully dry afterwards. For extremely wet conditions, use a wet vac to extract water. Adhesive cleaning. Although not common, sometimes adhesive can stick to the floor when the mat is picked up. If you are replacing it with another mat, there is no need to clean. Simply place the new mat on top of the old location. If you do need to clean adhesive residue, spray concentrated, undiluted, all-purpose cleaner on the adhesive. Let it sit for a minute, then use a stiff bristle brush to loosen the adhesive and rinse with clean water. Advanced tips and techniques. Installation tool for Pig Grippy floor mat. Use our multi-purpose tool to make any installation easier. It functions as a cutting guide to make perfectly straight edges and 45-degree corners. It can also be pushed along the surface to smooth out the mat in fewer passes than using your hands or feet. Trimming edges. If edges become worn or begin to lift, peel back the mat until fresh adhesive is exposed. Then trim and press the new edge into place. High traffic areas. For areas with high traffic, cut the mat corners at an angle to reduce potential lifting. Greasy floors. For areas that are exposed to oil or grease, thoroughly clean the floors with a degreaser prior to installing grippy floor mat. Grouted floors. To prevent edge lift, avoid placing the mat directly over grout lines. Grippy floor mat performs best when all of its edges are in direct contact with clean, smooth surfaces. Tight spaces. For tight or obstructed spaces, cut a predetermined mat length from the roll prior to final positioning. Longer runs may require 2 people to hover the mat into position, then press into place and smooth out. Side-by-side installations. Entrances and other areas that need more coverage may require 2 pieces of grippy floor mat to be installed beside each other. For best results, install piece 1 by its leading edge. Next, install piece 2 by its side edge, abutting the long side of piece 1. Make sure there is no gap or overlap. Then smooth piece 2 away from the middle seam out toward the edges. Seams. When 2 pieces of grippy floor mat meet end to end or side by side, make sure the edges do not overlap. Flat seams help to avoid potential trip hazards and premature lifting. Absorbency testing. This test is to demonstrate the absorbency and retention of carpeted rental mats on the left versus pig grippy floor mat on the right. The rental mat absorbs slower than pig grippy floor mat. Look at the splashing on top of the rental mat compared to the full absorption of water into pig grippy floor mat. This can lead to tracking throughout your facility. Pig grippy floor mat has no problem absorbing the excess water that the rental mat can't handle. That's water that would end up on your floor when changing out a rental mat. Pig grippy floor mat truly retains the water it absorbs, eliminating the problems of splashing and runoff. From your friends at New Pig, here's to a job well done.